Have you ever wondered why some women feel an almost instant attraction for certain men, even without changing a word with them? It's not money, it is not beauty, and it is certainly not luck. It's the way they move, the way they walk. There is a type of body language that triggers a trigger in the female brain, an invisible radar of seduction. And most impressive, she doesn't even realize what is happening. Yes, the body speaks. And when you learn to command your presence, the effect is hypnotic. It doesn't matter if you are shy, if you have already been rejected, or if you think you were not born with this gift. What you will learn here today is a real technique based on psychology of attraction and behavioral neuroscience. It is not bar theory. It is science applied to the modern relationship. When you go on a certain way, with purpose, with confidence, you send silent signs that arouse primitive desire in women. They notice you, they feel you, and the most interesting, they don't know why. It is as if an invisible force pulled their attention directly to you. And we are not talking about arrogance, but of perceived value, of masculinity designed with elegance, of presence that dominates the space. This here goes far beyond appearance. It is about posture, intent, and emotional control. And you are about to learn how to use these elements to create effortless attraction, become unforgettable for any woman, and build, if you want, a strong, magnetic, and value relationship. If you have tried to impress someone talking too much, trying to look like the ideal guy and yet was ignored, maybe your body was saying the opposite of your intention. And here is the secret. Women feel what you transmit without saying anything. Now imagine if you could adjust it. Change the way you present yourself. Activate her silent desire only with her movement. This is possible, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. So you stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I will deliver you what few men know, the body language code that transforms you into a female care magnet. Don't jump, don't advance, because what comes now will open your mind in a way that you will never walk the same. But before we follow, I want to make you an invitation. A challenge real. Right here in the comments now, I will change the way. It may seem simple, but this written commitment will mark a turning point in its evolution process. When you commit to something publicly, even if here in the comments, your brain begins to act differently. It's as if you say to yourself, now it's serious. Enough of being invisible. Enough of being ignored. And this change that begins with your body will reflect on all your energy, and women will feel it, not by words, but by the way you occupy space, how you convey self-confidence. And when you change it, everything changes. The way they look at you, the way they respond, the respect you impose effortlessly. If you have tired of seeing other guys drawing attention while you look transparent, then this is the time to turn the game. But it's no use watching. Enjoy this video now, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because here you will learn things that no one has taught you about attraction, seduction, and how to maintain a high-value relationship. And look, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What follows is the true map of behavior that makes the female brain firing signs of desire, even if it does not understand why. So write your commitment there in the comments. Let your like and go continue, because now I will show you what really separates the ordinary men from men that they can't forget. Now pay attention to this. The female brain is constantly analyzing everything around it. She may not even consciously notice, but her mind is evaluating the signs you broadcast all the time. And these signs are not verbal. They are visual. They are body. While you think you need to impress with words or stories, she has already formed an opinion about you in the early seconds. And know based on? In your way of walking, in your way of entering a place, in your posture, at your rhythm. This is pure psychology. It is biology applied to attraction. And here comes something that few men understand. Your body speaks louder than any rehearsed sentence. You may speak beautiful, but if your body conveys anxiety, need, or submission, it will feel it. Because the female attraction is subconscious. She doesn't choose to feel attracted, she just feels. And her job is to learn to activate this natural radar she has and do it authentically. When you walk in a hurry, looking to the floor with the fallen shoulders and nervous hands, what is your body saying? I'm not a threat. I have no control. I have no value. Now, when you walk calmly, aligned shoulders, open chest, stable breathing, and a quiet and firm look, what does it communicate? That you are in control, that you are not in a hurry to please, that you are comfortable being who you are, and that, my friend, is magnetic. This type of active presence, her assessment instinct, and she begins to see you differently, not because you made a funny joke, but because his body, without saying a single word, shouted value. And here is a truth that may hurt, but which frees. Women do not fall in love with beautiful words. They attract themselves for behaviors that convey emotional power, self-control, direction, trust. And this is seen in the way you enter an environment, how you occupy the space, how you walk, and especially how you deal with your own silence. Because the man who dominates his own silence dominates the environment. The man who knows how to walk with presence knows how to relate to value. And no woman wants to be with someone who is always trying to prove that she is worthy. She wants to feel that she is with someone who knows her own value without having to justify anything. Have you ever noticed that the men who draw the most attention, usually, are the ones that seem carefree? They do not try to force an interaction. They are just there, and even without saying anything, they are noticed. Why? Because their body conveys a kind of security that cannot be pretended. This is what I call authentic presence. And the good news, this can be learned. You don't have to be born with it. You just need to start training your body to align with your internal value. This begins with consciousness. It starts by understanding that you don't have to run after attention. You just need to adjust your energy so that it perceives you in a way that activates the instinctive, emotional, and subconscious side of it. And at this point, she won't even understand why she's looking at you so much, but it will look, you will feel, and it will attract. Now, if so far you have had a snap, comment there for me to know. Writes, presence attracts, or I'm going to walk differently from today. I want to see who is really willing to change, who understood that seduction begins in the body, not in the mouth. It shows me that you are really here, engaged with your evolution. And if you haven't enjoyed this video yet, or subscribed to the channel, now it's the time, because what I'm going to teach you will make it all even clearer. Now that you have understood the brutal impact of your body language in the way women perceive you, it's time to go beyond theory. It's time to put it into practice, because presence is not something you just feel, it's something you convey. And there are 3 adjustments that, when applied together, activate an automatic response to her brain. It's not rational, it's not something she thinks, it's something she feels. What I will show you now is a simple but powerful formula that transforms the way it sees you, even if you have not said a single word. It all starts with the way you position your body in the world, and that includes your shoulders, steps, and your gaze. When you walk with straight shoulders, lightly open chest, and firm steps, you give a direct message to her subconscious. I'm in control. This triggers the limbic system, the emotional part of her brain, which begins to associate with leadership, protection, stability. It is no exaggeration to say that the simple fact that you stop looking at the floor and start looking straight with upright posture already completely changes your magnetic field, because woman feels energy, and the energy you transmit when you walk firmly and directed is of value. Only this is not just about seeming confident, it's about being confident. Your body needs to align with your intention. And this leads us to the second adjustment, open posture. No shrunken, crossed arms, tensioned shoulders. This screams insecurity. This screams fear. And when you convey fear, her brain interprets that you are not a reliable man. Now, when your body is loose, your arms free, and you are calmly, without haste, without tension, you become immediately more attractive because it gives a clear message: I'm comfortable being who I am. This, for her, is magnetic. This is silent seduction. The third point, and perhaps the most ignored, is the strategic breaks. This is gold. Do you know that moment when everyone is running, rushing, running away from their own silence? So it is. You will do the opposite. You will stop. Will look around calmly. It will breathe. It will give that one more between one step and another. It will walk as if you have no hurry, because men of value do not run after, they are followed. And when it is incorporated, these breaks, you create micro moments of tension, small seconds that for her work as a suspense, as anticipation. Her emotional radar begins to vibrate. She thinks, what is he thinking? Why does he move like this? Who is this guy? These three attitudes, firm shoulders, open posture, and intentional pauses, create a powerful field of attraction because they speak directly to the feminine unconscious. They circumvent logic, avoid the rational filter, and go straight into emotion. And the emotion is where the real connection happens. This is where desire is born. Now take a deep breath and think to me. How many times have you been noticed simply because you haven't paid attention to your body language? How many opportunities went because your body said the opposite of what you wanted to communicate? The time has come to turn this game, and for that I want you to prove me that you are here to really change. Right there in the comments now. Presence, control, attraction. Write this complete phrase. Or if you want to go more straight to the point, comments, I am the man she feels. This phrase has power, and I want to see who will commit to this new version of yourself.